TLE 10 Cookery Quarter 2 Module 5 Perform Mise en place in preparing and cooking seafood dishes. Lesson 1 Classification of seafoods. Learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, students should be able to identify different seafoods, classify seafoods, and appreciate the relevance of classifying seafoods for future career. Content standard. The learners demonstrate an understanding in preparing and cooking seafood dishes. Performance standard. The learners independently prepares and cooks seafood dishes. Classification of seafoods. Fish and shellfish. We have freshwater fish and shellfish, and saltwater fish and shellfish. Under saltwater fish and shellfish, there are oily fish, white fish, and shellfish. Oily fish examples are eel, salmon, trout, mackerel, sardine, trout, tuna, anchovies, and herring. Under whitefish, we have two categories, the round and the flat fish. Under round fish, we have cod, herring, sardines, tilapia. For the flat fish examples, halibut, turbot, dabs, mise, brill, flounder. Under shellfish, we have crustaceans, mollusks, and cephalopod mollusks. Under crustaceans, samples are prawns, lobster, crab, shrimps. Crustaceans have soft shell with legs, claws, tail, and mobility. Mollusks. We have two types of mollusks, the bivalve and the univalve. Under bivalve, scallop, mussel, oyster. And the univalve examples, snails, abalone, and conch. Mollusks has the hard shell, but no limbs and limited mobility. Under cephalopod mollusks, samples are octopus, squid. Freshwater fish and shellfish. We have also the oily fish, white fish, and the shellfish. The oily fish samples, catfish, salmon. Under the white fish, we have the carp and the gill. Under shellfish, we have also crustaceans and mollusks. Crustaceans examples are crayfish, and the mollusks, snails. Fish and shellfish. Fish is a cold-blooded vertebrate animal that lives in water, moving with the help of fins and breathing with gills. While shellfish is an aquatic invertebrate, such as mollusks or crustacean that has a shell. Freshwater fish are those that spend some or all of their lives in the freshwater, such as rivers and lakes, where the level of salinity is low. Saltwater fish, also called marine fish, are fish that live in ocean water. Saltwater fish can swim and live alone or in a large group called a school. Saltwater fish are very commonly kept in aquariums for entertainment. Many saltwater fish are also caught to be eaten or grown in aquaculture. Oily fish are fish species with oil in soft tissues and in the colomy cavity around the gut. Their fillet may contain up to 30% oil that varies both within and between species. White fish is a fisheries term for several species of demersal fish with fins, particularly Atlantic cod, whiting, haddock, hake, pollock, and others. There are two classifications of white fish: the round fish and the flat fish. Round fish are cylindrical, round in the center of their body, which then tapers to a tail. Flat fish, both eyes on one side of their head. Some have the left side of their face upwards, while others have the right or can face either side. Shellfish is a term for exoskeleton-bearing aquatic invertebrates used as food, including various species of mollusks, crustaceans, and echinoderms. Crustaceans form a large, diverse arthropod taxon, which includes such animals as crabs, lobsters, shrimps, prawns, krill, woodlice, and barnacles. Mollusks are soft-bodied invertebrates of the phylum Mollusca, usually wholly or partly enclosed in a calcium carbonate shell, secreted by a soft mantle covering the body. Cephalopod mollusks, any member of the class Cephalopoda of the phylum Mollusca, a small group of highly advanced and organized exclusively marine animals: the octopus, squid, cuttlefish, and chambered nautilus are familiar representatives.